filed it with CCAP, and it totals $12,599.81. It's all payable to the victim's husband, Alexander Mogensen, and it's for a auto insurance deductible and funeral expenses.
Right. And Mr. Payne?
Judge, defense stipulates to restitution.
All right. And I agree those amounts all are subject to restitution under state law. So the court does grant restitution here in the amount of $12,599.81 as set forth in that restitution claim that's payable here to Mr. Mogensen, the victim's husband. All right. All right. Then we'll continue with the state. Mr. Lonsky?
There should be 4 speakers. Do we have the, who's first? It looks like Sarah Drew.
All right, ma'am, if you could please state your name and spell it for the record.
Sarah Drew, S-A-R-A-H-D-R-E-W.
Thank you, Ms. Drew. Whatever you want to say, go ahead.
All right. On November 2nd, 2023, I received a phone call that I never thought I would have to endure. A phone call that would change my life and the lives of my family forever. That's the day that I learned that I would never see my sister again. Never have another phone call, another arts and crafts day, another Christmas cookie making day. That day, I didn't just lose my sister, I lost my best friend. My children lost their aunt, who was an integral part of their lives. Erin has been in my life since I was 7. For 32 years, she was my best friend, the thorn in my side, the one who I joked with, and the one that I planned with. I still wake up daily thinking about something that I would love to talk to her about, a movie or a musical coming out that I know she would love, and the pain that I will forever endure knowing that I've lost my person. The thought that has been a focal point of countless nightmares is the fact that Erin and her unborn baby were left to die in the street alone, left for dead by the man who chose the opportunity to try to flee the consequences of his own decisions instead of even checking on her. I have never felt more helpless in my whole life, knowing that I was an hour and a half away from her, trying so hard to get to her as fast as I could, even though I knew that she was already gone. How can someone be driving 116 miles an hour, running red lights, and failing to even stop for a marked officer be considered an accident? I have asked myself this question over and over again. I have talked about this with my family, my son, my therapist, and every conversation has led to the same conclusion. It wasn't an accident. It was a series of selfish, careless, reckless choices, and the people that paid the ultimate price for those choices were my beautiful sister and niece or nephew. What started out as a normal day, texting her about our upcoming vacation less than 45 minutes before her death, instantly turned into the worst day of my life. Having to face the world and gather our children only to have to break the news that their Aunt Erin, the aunt that played with them and loved them, was not only dead, but violently killed. Mourning the loss of my children's innocence and their sense of safety, it will forever haunt me the day that my 4-year-old daughter first asked me if bad guys were going to come and kill me and her too. Erin was not in the wrong place at the wrong time. She was living her best life, excited for what the future held for her and her growing family. It pains me that I have to sit here today reading this instead of experiencing Erin's child's first snow. She always made sure to include family in all of life's moments, regardless of how big or small, even if they weren't physically there. I miss those texts more than words can express. That day didn't just take 2 lives. That day destroyed families. Families that will never be the same again without her. and I implore the court to sentence appropriately so that other families may never have to be put through the nightmare that we have had to endure, the pain that will never go away. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Next speaker.